Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So today we're back for another round of Terraria Elements Awoken for what could be the final episode. Now today's episode is going to be jam-packed with a whole bunch of content because here we are, episode 20, right at the very end of the mod. We have 2 modded boss fights left. Now, here's the case. We could go into it today, we could smash both bosses out within the 20-minute limit, and there you go, that's the very end. Or, I get stuck on one boss, and we have to do a bunch of tweaking to the character, and the series goes on for a couple more days. We'll see what happens. I don't know how the scaling's going to work. I don't really know how anything works in general. So to kickstart today's episode, we're going to be mining some Voidite. Now, this is an ore that spawns in the world, and we basically have this because we defeated the boss in Hell. Now, the reason I'm getting this is because it's needed for pretty much all of the next upgrades. That includes armors and weapons and making boss summons. Now, I did read that Voidite might not spawn, so I have to be careful about that. But looking at this... Wait, where'd it go? Am I having a stroke? I thought this... Oh, wait, this is Voidite. Right? What did we grab? A strawberry branch. Is that what that is? I was like, why does that no longer look like ore? I legitimately thought that strawberry branch was Voidite. Is this Voidite? Oh, I can't even grab it. Oh, so I wonder what pickaxe I need then. Oh, I don't even know. I really don't. Huh. Well, I'm going to have to Google that, and I'll be right back. But at least we know it spawns. At least we know that. Alright, so it just turns out you just need a Moonlord pickaxe. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but usually I'm used to not making them really, because when you're playing vanilla Terraria and you defeat the Moonlord, most people just stop playing. You know, there's not a real reason to just carry on. So I never make them. So here we go. Got a solar one. Looks very nice. Does it mine fast? Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. So there wasn't a video yesterday, and I think you'd all like to enjoy the reason why. So I legitimately couldn't record because I was trying to fix my washing machine, and that is no word of a lie. The other day I was talking about how it started spilling out a bunch of water. Well, I was finally like, well, this is so counterproductive. Here I am trying to do a wash. I'm making towels wet while trying to do a wash because I'm trying to mop up the water. But I was being lazy and ignorant to the fact I was like, nah, it'll be fine. So last night, well, most of the day and last night, I was pulling it apart and trying to clean tubes and sticking liquids down tubes to try and clean tubes. And my God, it's a right pain. So I think I'm just going to have to call a man, a washing machine man. And I don't fully know if they exist anymore. My assumption is probably so, but I theorize, genuinely, that washing machines now are probably a lot better than they used to be 20 years ago. So I assume that they don't break as often. Like, for example, can anybody here remember the last time their fridge broke? I can't. But fridges used to break all the time when I was little. I swear they did. Is that the right logic? I don't know. Anyway, we're grabbing Voidite. So we have a bunch of Voidite now. Let's see just how many bars we can make and what we can do with them. We'll probably end up needing to go get more. I assume we're going to need quite a lot. So Void bars. So these are made of a combination of the ore, which is this one. These two look so similar. And then you also need the ashes. Now, I did the boss a few more times to get a few more ashes because I knew that we'd need quite a lot of this. So we've got 57 bars. Now, what I want to make is the element armor. So let's have a little look at that. So this is what it is, element armor. So to make it, you need the essence of the element. You also need the Voidite and you need the Luminite. Right, I can make those elements like this. And we're going to need quite a lot. So yeah, we'll just do that. Is that enough? Maybe? All right, so piece number 1, thank you very much. Piece number 2, thank you very much. And then the third and final piece, which is just the helmet. So to my understanding, I believe that this is just endgame armor. It's the final one on the Wikipedia page. I don't know if it's just the summoning one, but I don't think it is. I think it's kind of like how Calamity does it, where it's just a set of armor that caters to everyone. So, swapping it over now, we have 95 defense, we have 450 mana, still 600 life, and let's have a little look at this set bonus. If you are killed, you are revived back to half health. Wow. That's kind of cool, right? So wait, do you get revived and then carry on? And then you've got 45 seconds again? Is that what that is? Because that's kind of mental. That is kind of mental. That really shows what the boss might just be like. So the next thing I want to make is an upgrade to the Star Cannon. And I'm purely making this out of just nostalgic reasons. The Star Cannon reminds me of classic Terraria. So I saw this and I was like, have to have it. So it uses the Essence, the Void, the Luminite, and you just mash it all together. And it's called the Voxus. Well, let's dump that into there. Let's make the Voxus. Oh, it's right there. Bam. Well, all right. It's a ranged weapon. So that will fit in well because we have... I guess we don't really have a ranged build anymore. This is mana, so I can take that off. And then look at that. Now it's ranged. This is the mana one, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming that it shoots... Oh, it doesn't. Oh, okay. I assumed that it would shoot stars, you know, because it's an upgrade to the Star Cannon. So I thought, oh, we'll use one of our handy NPCs and actually... yeah, get a bunch of stuff for it, but I guess we don't need to. It makes sense, though. I was thinking you probably need a lot of ammo for anything good. All right, I'm just going to keep reforging because I actually want something really good on this if I'm going to use it in a boss fight. So, come on, give me some Unreal. There we go. All right, Unreal. So what's the next boss? So the next boss is called... Let me disable these. Next one is called... And disable that. Azana. So you need to make the Mystic Plating. Well, alright. Mystic Plating. Okay, here it is. Bam. Thank you very much. Okay, right. So I'll give this a go. This will be the initial test run. Oh, wait. I just realized our health is now 700, so it went up. For some reason, I read 600, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's just what it always was. Alright, let's see if I can aim this time. You guys have been really getting on me about aiming recently. I don't know what it is. Usually I get compliments on my aiming, and that's about it. People usually go, well, you're pretty bad at boss fights, but at least you're good at aiming. No longer, boys. You guys are brutal. Leave me alone. I'm just kidding. It doesn't actually offend me, but goddamn. I think it's because I'm just not looking in the right spot anymore, because I've got the boss cursor. I'm just trying to aim at the boss cursor, because the boss cursor pretty much aligns with it. I think what it was when I was using the Infinity Gauntlet and I had the Desert Storm, I obviously wasn't hitting anything because what was happening is all of the stuff was spawning on screen and then not relaying to the stuff that's off screen, which can sometimes happen with modded weapons. Sometimes it doesn't. All right, the boss. Every time the boss health bar disappears, I just think it's disappeared. I'm like, that's it. It's despawned. No chance. Should we let it get close? Go on, we're going to let it get close. Alright, it looks like an Eye of Cthulhu. Yeah, that's definitely not the final boss. You're not fooling me, Elements. Alright, there we go. Alright, where's the real boss? You're joking. I don't think that's the final one in the slightest. I think that's baiting. Yeah, there you go. Knew it wasn't. Knew it wasn't. I thought, no way Elements is going to do me like this. Alright, here's the real one. Okay, so it's a teleporting boss. It looks like, ooh, I don't know, like a Power Ranger. I haven't seen the Power Rangers in a while, so don't take that for gospel. So it looks like we've got an actual tough boss fight. This is going to be hard. Here's me like, oh yeah, boys, you know, this might be the end today. Alright, stop teleporting and just let me actually deal damage. Oh, there you go. So I do feel like my weapon is weak. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. I might see if we can just swap over real quick. Just see what that's like for a little bit. Is it weak? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Oh, so we got revived. Oh, wow. So that was the revive. Well, that was, yeah, that was different. Had 1.2 million health. Jesus. All right, well, I think what we need to do then is to make, I think, a better weapon for sure. I think there's probably better weapons out there. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to test that live. by getting some Voidite, like so, dumping it in here, because this is the final resource. So if there's going to be a final weapon that's the bomb.com. Oh, the Desolation has an upgrade. But I'm assuming that, yeah, because of these shards and these bars, I'm assuming that this is something that you get afterwards, because we don't have Discordant Ore. So, okay, alright. Well, we're not making that. We must be making something else. I might just go through this real quick and just see what's got the highest damage and then make that. Oh, this is an upgrade to the Vortex Beater. That could be pretty interesting, this one. 237 range damage compared to 104. The gun that shot time. This sounds really interesting. I don't know if I have a... You make Vortex Beaters, don't you? Yeah, okay. The gun that shot time. The gun... It would help to spell it. Right, bam. Okay. Alright, pretty interesting. So I'm going to give this a reforge, and then I'm going to wait until the next nighttime, and then we'll do it again. This is cool, though. I would much rather have, genuinely, a challenge at the end of the mod than it go out on a big flop. I'm not even kidding. Give me a challenge. I'll take it. Oh, okay. Alright, it's the next night, and this gun is fantastic. I tested it out. I love it. So here it is. It all depends on how fast you click. Like, the recipe says, shoots as fast as you can click. The thing is, I don't want to use it for that reason. Simply because I know if I click for like 5-10 minutes, I'm going to regret it tomorrow. I'm kind of ancient and boring like that. But I saw a new weapon called the Swirl, and I wanted to make it because I thought it sounded pretty fun. It's a donator item, and it's an upgrade to a rocket launcher. So I bought a bunch of these. Large blast radius will not destroy tiles. Do we believe it, boys? Okay, it doesn't destroy tiles. And I thought this one is this one's probably better for me. Similar damage, just as easy to shoot, like it's just a gun, but at least it auto fires. And it reminds me of something from Ratchet and Clank. Like the description of it sounded great. Okay, right, let's test this out then. So do we take blast damage? Like if I was to fire this in my face, am I going to get hurt? I don't know. That's one thing. I don't ever play as somebody who uses rockets. Oh, okay. Right, so this is nothing in comparison. Yeah, it's nothing in terms of damage comparison. I think I'm just going to have to get over it and just use this. Alright, well, you know what? If I need a new wrist tomorrow, look, it'll be worth it for the grind. Yeah, that really is a massive comparison. I thought it would just be, I honestly thought, genuinely, it would just be equal. That's really interesting. Okay, well, let's get the first phase out of the way. We want to make sure that we get the first phase done so that we can at least try a bit harder on the second phase. Now, for the second phase, I'm going to be quiet, right? Sorry to be boring, but I am. What's this? Oh. Alright. I'm going to try the method of just flying to the left, and flying to the right, rather, and seeing what happens. Death. Death's what happens. Alright, well, that's the furthest I've gotten. Wow. Okay. So, earlier, rewinding the tape a little bit, I was like, you know what I'd like? A good challenge. A good challenge. Yeah, I was wrong. I don't want a good challenge. My God. So I've been doing the fight now. I'm probably on like, I don't know, attempt number 15. It's really hard. But it's not like, I don't know. It's hard to get across, but I don't know if it's hard in the way I want it to be hard in. It's more hard in the sense of it just hits hard. Do you know what I mean? It feels like some of the attacks are a little bit annoying to dodge. It's hard to explain. It's very hard to explain. But I am going to keep trying it a few more times at least. But yeah, that is kind of how I'd explain it. It's not like it's necessarily hard because, oh, it's like, it's got this really unique AI and I don't know. It is more like the shots that it fires are just kind of in the way. Like, they just always seem to be in the way. So I don't know what that is. It doesn't feel satisfying. But I'm going to see what happens when I can get a little bit better at it. Because I do sometimes change my opinion on a lot of these tough boss fights. Like, I'm pretty sure I probably thought the DOG was annoying when I first fought it. But then now I'm like, yeah, I love it. So it's hard to explain. Actually, I'm going to commentate this fight. I want to talk about some things I like and some things I don't. Number one, I find this laser attack here. Wait for it. There. I find that really hard to dodge. I'm not necessarily dodging it. I just know that it's going to come. So I'm trying to, like, think about how I'd move if it was... Look, even then, look, it just took all my life, basically. And then there's this attack where it just fires out lasers in a circle. And this one doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's the next phase that really gripes me, which is this one here. It has these vertical attacks that basically spawn up and down. But they just get in your way if you're flying away, which is kind of annoying. And I'm not really sure what you're meant to do about them. Look, they're just always in your path. Like, that just spawned on me. Do you get what I mean? Like, little tilted is right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little tilted. Alright, so it's been a couple of hours. I've been practicing away at the boss. And I have to say, each time I do get a little bit better. Truth be told, I don't know when I'll beat it. So we can definitely confirm... Today is not the final episode. But I thought, rather than going out with like a bunch of failed attempts, I thought I would make an upgrade to one of my accessories that I did want to check out a couple of episodes ago, and we can now make it. Now I had to pull up a whole Wikipedia page just to learn how to make this, because genuinely, we're about to make one item in Terraria that I have never made. It's groundbreaking. I have thousands of hours in this game, and I've never made this. So, it involves dye. Now, any of you that have ever seen me before will know that I don't dye things. What's the point? So, I have to pull up the guide on what colours basically transfer into what. So, I need to make a yellow gradient. I learnt that. And I need cyan, teal, and sky blue. So, I've got that. And then that'll make another gradient. Thank you very much. And then pink, violet, purple will make the next gradient. And then I should be able to make rainbow dye. You just need one piece of it. I thought it was living rainbow dye. And I got dead excited. Like, I pulled all my strange plants out because we've not used any in the series. And I was going to go cash them in. No, it's actual rainbow dye. So, having a little look at the crafting recipe here, to make the boots of Nyan, you just need one piece of rainbow dye. You need some rainbow brick, and then all of this. So, I should be good to go. I thought this was a good conclusion to today. So, tomorrow's Saturday. I've got a birthday party to go to. So, there might be an episode, there might not, but I'm going to try spend the weekend working on that final boss. Well, I'm going to be working on the boss before the final boss, because I kind of thought that I might be able to smash it, but clearly not. Right, Nyan. Here we go, the boots of Nyan. Let me put on my headphones, just in case this makes any kind of amazing noise. Alright, so, the lucky boots of Nyan. Fly through space and time in style. And then it lists off everything else. Okay. Please, please, please have a cool effect. Oh, that is so disappointing. Oh, there you go. Way! Alright, that's what I wanted. That's it. That's what I wanted. I was like, are you really not going to do this to me, mod? Really? It's my fault. I'm a big idiot. Alright, well, there we go. So I'm going to end today's episode there, guys. If you enjoyed, please be sure to give the video a big fat thumbs up. If you do want to recommend some accessories, I'll definitely take recommendations. I did end up making this, the Menacing Nano Core. So this is a, I had to basically do the Void of the Night thing again to get the drop for this. And then I made an upgrade to my Ranger emblem, and it's called the Vortex emblem. And both are pretty good, really. I mean, you can't really go wrong. So these are the ones I've got. If you want to give me some advice, I'll take it. Hit subscribe if you're new and you want to see more. And I think that'll be it. Right. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.